Imagine holding onto a spine-tingling prop from a movie that tanked at the box office, only to finally auction it off online because it creeped you out too much to keep around. That's the wild story behind Kathleen Turner's recent eBay sale from John Waters' cult classic, Serial Mom. If you're a fan of quirky horror comedies, or just love hearing about Hollywood's hidden gems, stick around because this tale dives deep into one of the most underrated films of the 90s, and the star who brought its twisted heart to life. Directed by the legendary John Waters, you know, the guy famous for his offbeat, boundary-pushing cinema, Serial Mom hit theaters in 1994 as a mock true crime tale set in the picture-perfect suburbs of Baltimore. At its center is Beverly Sutphin, played masterfully by Kathleen Turner. Who's your everyday devoted housewife by day? Picture this. She's whipping up healthy breakfasts for her family, which includes her husband, played by Sam Waterston, daughter, Ricki Lake, and son, Matthew Lillard, yeah, the screen guy before he was famous. Beverly's all smiles, sunshine, and zero swearing, embodying that wholesome, old-school TV mum vibe straight out of the 1950s. But when no one's watching, her darker side bubbles up. She'll prank call her annoyed neighbor, Mint Stoll, with a barrage of foul language or rummage through her nightstand for serial killer souvenirs, even popping in tapes of infamous murderer Ted Bundy, with Waters himself voicing the chilling excerpts. For beginners dipping into Waters' world, think of it as a satirical twist on domestic bliss, exaggerating how suburbia can hide some seriously unhinged secrets. What sets Beverly apart? She's got this ironclad code of suburban etiquette, and heaven help anyone who breaks it. Take her daughter's sleazy ex-boyfriend. When Beverly catches him cheating, she grabs a fireplace poker and, well, let's just say it's a bloody end to his double dating days. Or later, if she spots someone daring to wear white shoes after Labor Day, a classic fashion faux pas in her book, that offender is in for a world of trouble. It's all played for dark laughs, poking fun at those rigid black and white morals from shows like The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet, where everything's supposed to be squeaky clean. And here's where it gets controversial. Is Waters glorifying violence in the name of satire, or brilliantly exposing the hypocrisy lurking under perfect lawns? That debate alone could fill a comment section. Their Mum is an absolute riot, a gore-soaked parody that's equal parts hilarious and horrifying, and Turner's performance steals the show. She nails the fluttering, cheerful matriarch one moment, and unleashes a ferocious, teeth-baring rage the next, delivering what many fans argue was Oscar-level work. Sadly, the movie didn't fare well on release, scraping together just $7.8 million against a $14 million budget. Critics were lukewarm overall, though they all raved about Turner, and it vanished from theaters fast. But like so many of Waters' creations, it found its tribe over time, building a devoted cult following with packed midnight screenings where audiences recite lines and cheer the chaos. If you've never caught it late night, it's like a rowdy party in a theater. Highly recommend it for that communal thrill. Now, eagle-eyed fans might remember a standout detail early on. A haunting portrait of Beverly looming over the family mantel. It's got this piercing, unsettling stare that hints at the madness beneath. In a recent chat with Vulture, Turner spilled the beans on keeping that eerie artwork after production wrapped. And get this, she ended up selling it to an eager collector on eBay not long ago. But here's the part most people miss. Why on earth would she part with such a cool piece of memorabilia? During the interview, Vulture probed Turner on how she tapped into Beverly's split personality, that sunny facade, and the explosive killer within. She explained it beautifully. Both sides are authentic, not one faking to hide the other. For newbies to acting lingo, this means Turner didn't just switch masks. She embodied a fully rounded character, where the joy and the fury coexist genuinely. That intense glare in the portrait, it's pure serial mom menace, not the warm, everyday Beverly. Turner confessed she couldn't stand it. It's all real. She truly feels both when her eyes look in like that. Oh man, they made this painting for the living room scene right above the fireplace with those killer eyes staring out. They let me take it home after, but I hated having it around. It gave me the creeps, so I sold it on eBay eventually. She couldn't even remember who bought it or the final price. But from her tone, it sounded like pure relief to see it go. Looking at the image, though, it's more captivating than terrifying. A stunning piece of art that captures the film's essence. Could it be Turner was also ditching reminders of the flop's sting? That's one interpretation that might ruffle some feathers among diehards who cherish every memento. Turner went on to stress that Beverly isn't your typical split personality trope like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Both are deliberate and real, she said, highlighting that internal conflict as key to the character's depth. And this is the part that Sands obsess over. It turns a simple slasher spoof into a clever commentary on hidden rage in perfect lives. What do you think? Does that duality make Beverly sympathetic or just more monstrous? I'd love to hear your take in the comments. Agree that it's genius, or does it cross a line into uncomfortable territory? Thankfully, Serial Mom has clawed its way back from obscurity, proving that box office bombs can become treasures. You can now snag a deluxe Blu-ray edition from Shout Factory, loaded with extras like commentaries and behind-the-scenes goodies that make it perfect for revisiting or discovering for the first time. If Waters' wild take on morality and murder has you hooked or horrified, it's time to add this to your watch list.